I mentioned that we're coming to you today from the 2022 Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA Trade Show. Thousands of producers and industry representatives were on hand for the annual event. During the convention, we had the chance to visit with Don Close, who's a senior animal protein analyst with RaboResearch. Don shared a presentation during the convention detailing 4 changes that the beef supply chain could see while building a more resilient system. But we began the conversation with Don by getting his outlook for the beef industry.
I think it looks incredibly bright, not only with the confirmation that we had just yesterday with the release of the annual cattle inventory report that showed contraction of the herd at an even more aggressive pace than what was expected. But if you combine that with domestic demand and our growth in global demand, I think the United States is in an incredibly bright spot for a number of years going forward.
Don, in this report, you lay out 4 different areas to really focus on. The first is automation. Tell me what you see moving forward in terms of automation in the beef supply chain.
What we're really expecting to see, when we talk about robotics and we talk about our robotics to a point we can bring them into the beef plants, and I think that's at this juncture a bridge too far. But as we take increased technology into the plants, increased monitoring both on a metered and camera basis, that it would help the plant maintenance people determine when something is preparing to break instead of after it breaks. If we look at product flow through the plants, what we're looking for in technology in the short run is that implementation of technology that makes that existing workforce more efficient.
Another one of those areas you laid out, Don, has to do with packaging. Tell us what packaging looks like today and how it could look in the future.
I think at the wholesale level, our packaging is quite efficient. But if you look at the retail side, for my entire lifetime, it's been a foam tray with cellophane wrapping. And that packaging was designed for being oxygen permeable to keep that product bright and red, but it was also designed to last a matter of hours, not days. As consumers' buying habits have completely changed, and we've gone to more use of meal kits, home deliveries, whether that be once a week within the day or within 10 minutes, all of those different end users call for the need of more durability and more stability in packaging. And that's where we think that new generation of packaging is not only antibacterial, but it could extend that shelf life of that product from a matter of hours to a matter of days.
Obviously, another area producers need to be mindful of is sustainability. Certainly a hot topic around here at the convention. What do you want to mention on sustainability moving forward?
I think the first message to consumers or producers is that we have to accept the fact that it's not going to go away, and for the most part, it's good for industry and it's good for the planet. It's there. Back on the packaging piece just a minute, one of the ironies of this whole thing is in many instances, the very consumer that is clamoring that they would like to see extended shelf life on their product is the very same consumer that is conscientious of the planet from the sustainability front and wants less food, less packaging waste. So it's a tough one to meet both ends on that one.
And that point leads right into sustainability when it comes to transportation, but you see an increase particularly for rail. What do you mean by that?
Here's the thing I'm thinking about. And I'm not an expert on transportation or rail. I did a lot of research in preparation for this report. When I look at the congestion on our interstate highway system today, when I see data that shows that we have a shortage of 68,000 truck drivers today, and that will be better than 1 million in just 5 years from now. I've read a lot about the various projects underway for driverless trucks and how they might fit in. And I think both of those solutions are just band-aids to a long-term problem. I think the overcrowding of our highway system, particularly if we look to see global population expand to that 9.5 billion by 2050, just how much expansion can we see on the highway system, and do we need to divert a lot of that truck traffic to rail?